second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the heel. We just slip on, spin move, in zone,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the give, this is Akers. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of...
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Quick gun. Right there. 54. Right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Steps away. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 4 yards out, and the Jags have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Ryan. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down, Colts.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Tuesday.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
57's the mark, Mike, 57. Stay long there, 57, Mike, 57.
From the gun, it's Ryan. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Colts nothing.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Wilson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. First down, Akers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The 46-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. This is Johnson. He's got it. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. Throw caught here by Bird. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal. at the 8-yard line.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Again, it'll be Akers. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
36. Check out read. Got it. Check.
Throwing again. Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Ryan on 1st down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing again, Ryan. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To throw again is Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Buda Baker there on the cover.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. midfield now. Here's Ryan. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't?
Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cordero Patterson, 58 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan.
At the 32-yard line.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First and 10.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
You can't block me.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 7, it's second and 5. Now a give. Akers running left. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. We're getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a first and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
By number 27.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got his man, Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And a Colts first down.
Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to look deep for it. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to number
Julian Edelman, 57 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13.
That ties the game, 13 all.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deontay Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Is
Elliott Good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead.
13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Dancing to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On third down, Ryan. And now another one thrown incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 10. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10 now. Wilson got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with third and 1.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
At the 46-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Here's Wilson. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Colts 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Boyd, 62 yards. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Check 53. Check 53. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Down by Will Harris.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing now is Wilson. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
They'll go again here with Akers. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.